Okay, on this particular clip, you're gonna see one, the grips, double sleeve or sleeve and collar. And you're gonna see the 3 basic sweeps. You're gonna see the narrow base scissor sweep, the wide base scissor sweep, and the wide base leaning forward scissor sweep against the bigger opponent. In the process, you're also gonna see how to successfully complete the choke from the mount. And if you ever miss the mount and the person rolls you over, how you reset the choke with a crunch and arching, and never miss a choke from the guard. So we're talking here about, Mike, for a second here, the sleeve grip, okay? So different people have different ideas. Some guys, they like to work the grip with the finger on the outside. It kind of protects your thumb. It's not a bad grip if you go like that. It's legal for you to go with the thumb. Some people have reservations with that. This is kind of like what I do. I kind of go thumb in, and I kind of hold the emphasis on the fingertips. So here, right here. So if he tries to pull, there's a lot of grip there, okay? Now here, let's talk about the guard, okay? Usually, I always windshield my legs, you see here, so I can sit comfortably and bring the guy back, all right? And basically here, when you have 2 controls, this is the easiest thing for you to catch. Because a lot of times you try to go for the collar, keep your posture there, Mike. It's a struggle to reach out high. So as he positions his hands, it's gonna be a great battle for him to fight, you know, control. Look, he gave me the position, okay? Now let's talk here about the sweep game, okay? I'm going for a simple sweep, scissor. So I kind of stomp the mat, stay a little power there, resist a little bit. So here you see you get to this position here and people, sometimes they fail, okay? One of the things you have to aim is whichever leg is the kicking leg, you aim your opponent's arm, not the body. So instead of going for the body here, what I do, I move, I go for the elbow. Do you see how I move the guy there? So now my leg connects with the body, I arch my body, pull the wrinkle, here, sorry, the sweep takes place. Let's go to the other side. So I'm here going the same way again, I stomp, keep resisting a little bit here. So when I go for the shoulder here, look, I'm moving his head off the ground. My foot connects to the body here, and here I lift his wrist. See here, I kind of lift him up. Here right now, that sweep right now is strong, look. And here, the nice thing about it, when you finish the position, you can fall control. Look, one, I push the shoulder, connect the foot, lift him up. Here, I pull myself up, so I never lose control of the guy. Okay, one more time, the other side. Scoot over a little bit. So 2 stomps, okay? Aim the shoulder and push. Here, you connect the bottom leg, arch, pull up, look. He's going. And at the very end, you don't want to go with the body, you want to go pulling yourself onto him. Look, come back to me. Look. Look how I kind of always will beat him, okay? And here, he's pretty much on a surrender mode, all right? Okay, now let's follow up here the detail on that position, all right? So here, the detail here, what determines the success of the position is, instead of worrying about just moving your hip, move your head. Move your head out of the way, then move your hip. So your knee is strong. Do you see how easy? And here, the outside leg, instead of kicking with the shin, you just kind of block with your foot the side of the hip here. And here, stay strong there for a second. He's gonna come back. Okay, here, yeah, that's what he wants. Go back one step. No, stay in the same position again one more time. So here, what prevents the guy from coming is the bottom leg lower and this. But if he ever comes and I miss the position, he gives me the momentum. And here, it doesn't matter. Actually, it makes it easier for me if I ever miss out my first attempt to just switch the direction. So you have to be a little bit, you know, when you go for the position 1, 2, if I go here and he switches direction, you kind of pendulum your body to the other direction here, and it's very fluid, okay? Now, how can I ensure that I can make this position strong from the start, okay? Let's work now the leg on the body, not so much on the arm, okay? So when I move my head out and I go here, I crunch. See, when I crunch, I create power on my leg. So I'm here turning, okay? Stay strong there. Look, he's not going, but when I crunch, look what happens. I can lift him up with very little motion. So that's why I like when I sweep somebody in the scissor sweep with the double sleeve control to also do not just the arching, but the crunching, okay? So one more time. So I'm here, Mike is resisting a little bit. Look, don't go, Mike. Look how difficult it is. Now look what happens when I crunch. You see, I transfer the energy to my arm, and there is a punch effect, okay? Okay, we're gonna switch the grip now and go for the collar and the sleeve. We had 2 sleeves. On the collar and the sleeve, okay? Now really we're gonna punch. So you're gonna really do a punch at the end, okay? So basically I stomp twice. My knee stops in the midline, okay? A lot of people, they try to slide the leg in. It feels like a fish out of water. You stop the knee on the gut, you crunch. Look how the punch goes. See what I'm saying? So here, let's go to the other side so you can see. I have the collar in the sleeve. I double stomp as I turn. My knee doesn't go beyond the midline. Stops in the midline, see how strong he is? But once I start crunching, okay, I can bring my arm up, then I can punch my arm down, okay? I call that the squeeze, crunch, and punch. Okay, so basically here, when I'm in this position, 2 stomps. You keep always, when you do the hip escape, the first foot on the floor is to move your shoulder. The second one is to move your hip. Okay, so here a lot of times you're moving the hip, but really what you want is the shoulder off the ground. That's it. Now you adjust the hip again, and you know you're in a good position when your shoulders are almost even. If this shoulder is too far behind, this leg doesn't have the firepower to kick. Okay, so here a lot of times here, if I'm here, don't go, stay really strong. And I feel here that I failed, I just back up my hip once more and position my shoulders more leveled. Because now when I crunch, look, that leg is strong again. And at the very end, you never go with your legs, you always go with your body first, and then follow with your legs. That's how you ensure a strong transition. I'm gonna change the angle a little bit so you can see it from a straight angle here. So I have the sleeve and the collar. Stomp, one for the shoulder, stomp again, one for the hip. Our shoulders level, great. Crunch, kick, and punch. And when you go, drag yourself forward and follow suit, okay? I'd like every time I finish a transition, if I can, I complete with a submission, okay? So I have the position here. So what's Mike's reaction in here? There are 2 reactions they can have. You can try to affect my balance, you can try to move and escape. I try here in this position, just make sure my hip is heavy. So whatever you do, you have to carry me, okay? Elbow up, hold the key. Can you block my hand over there here? Here, it's not my hand that goes, it's my body. Do you see what happened here? I push my body with my hip and go through. Oh. My first goal is to get the hand through. Now I go for the collar. And when you finish, the 2 finishes that you do, one is tell the secret. You stay low, open your chest and pull. Now cup your hands tight and don't let me choke you here. Yeah, if I feel this is a problem, I punch the floor and I get tall. Look, he's already tapping right there. Apologize, okay? It's really a lot of pressure. Thanks for good sports, right? Okay? If for some reason, real quick. So here, this is the key. You see how I kind of put my hand there? Now block my hand as much as you want. Don't let my hand go in. You have situations where the guy is resolved. I'm not gonna let the guys choke me. So if you're a beginner or a black belt, I don't care. This is the easiest trick you can do that you never miss a choke again. You're gonna use the first hand, retract that hand and kind of slap the back of your hand, whatever the obstacle is, and then throw both hands in again. I love doing this drill. One more time. So here, I secure my first grip. I'm trying to go with the key grip under, and he's blocking. Don't let me go there, Mike. Yeah. So here, basically, I move back a little bit, bounce back, and the top hand slides. You see here what I did? I just kind of, no, keep your hand harder. I just push a little bit. See here how the back of my hand just push a little bit that hand? Now I close both hands like this, like I'm holding 2 keys. Okay, over here, and then my hip goes forward. Look what happens. Boom, you didn't see that coming, huh? Very good. So here, remember, double key grip. All I do, if I go here, the guy blocks. I bounce back and pull my hand back a little bit, like I'm sewing something here, you see that? Keep arm almost extended, and here when you push a little bit, an inch out, you throw your hip forward. Your arms don't bend, your arms go like 2 arrows. Open your hands and have fun, okay? If the guy rolls you over, roll me over, okay? And that's the part I want you to train here right now. If you're a white belt and you ever miss a choke, go ahead and bench press. push, yes. Do you see what happened here? Sometimes the guy bench press your stomach, sometimes you go over, yes. And if he extends your arm, it diminishes your ability to squeeze, okay? So once I have the position here, bench press again, crunch. He's choking himself. Sorry for a second. So here, I love this position because I tap him with his own move. Actually, he's tapping himself. That's the best submission in Jiu-Jitsu, when the guy taps his own self, okay? So here, if I ever connect my hands going for an X choke from the guard, and the guy tries to post and bench press, you crunch, because that kills his bench press. Now stay strong there, tuck your chin a little bit. The second thing, I try to extend my body and touch my shoulders on the ground. I pull the back of the collar against his neck. How does that feel? Yeah, make sure you tap right there. I don't want my partner to pass out on the screen. Sometimes some instructors are crazy. They squeeze their training partner. Don't worry, man. We're on the same page here, all right? I'll let you put the choke on me later, okay? So the idea here, like I said, I have one hand and then I get the second hand under and he tries to bench press. You crunch. Second part, you extend and touch your back on the ground. And here he's already tapping. I'm gonna go as loose as I can on the grip. Try to push yourself away again. Do you see how you feel the pressure? You choke yourself, right? And if there is additional need to put more pressure, you're gonna wiggle your head and move your body away, swim away. As you swim away, his head sinks down your stomach and the choke goes all the way around the neck. But that's not the end. Let's start now the combination. If you miss a choke, you get a sweep. If you miss a sweep, you get a choke. So here, if I ever have a choke here and I forgot to crunch and my partner bench presses me, I'm already doing the sharp turn, crunch and punch. And here, once I go forward, guess what happens here? All she wrote. If he blocks, I move back a little bit and then put my own both hands through. Boom, go for the choke. Roll over again. So here, I love doing this exercise. He extends. If I want to sweep to a different direction, I kind of let go their arm, sharp turn that way. I stiff the arm there, so my shoulder's leveled. When you have your shoulders level, you know you're in the position. Crunch, okay, kick and punch. Stay close to chest. As you roll over here, okay, key grip in underneath. Either you go straight through and get it. If he blocks it, you bounce your hands back, push through, choke down, sorry. Okay, so we're talking here about the sweep. Okay, so I have a cross collar and I'm going to his left side and I have, you can have the sleeve, you can have the elbow, whatever you can grab, okay? So when you move your hip, your head is moving out and your hip is moving in. Remember that you want to have your shoulders as even as you can, you know? And basically here, there's one more element I want to add. Stay strong there, please, Mike. A lot of times here, the crunch may not be enough, okay? So you have to actually move your hip forward and then you move forward a little bit more. So you see how I kind of cut the angle on my partner. I want to actually level my hip with his shoulder and leg, which is in front of me. So I'm crunching here, it's not working. Hip movement, shoulder movement. See, I'm passing in front of the guy, so it's really strong there. Let's see the other side for a second here. So here I have, excuse me, I have the other side. I'm going for his right side. So move your head out of the way. And here, as you move your hip, you move a couple times until your shoulder is leveled. And here, instead of crunching and punching, you move your hip and stretch your leg. Now pull your chest. And here, now you can do the crunch and punch. And you're gonna have way more power to move your opponents, okay? You're gonna see this as necessary as the knee of your partner spreads out. See what I'm saying? It's called a wide base. So when the person has a wide base, it's really hard for you to accomplish the crunch and punch. So I'm doing the position here, so automatically I start to move my hip because now I know that the crunch and punch will get strong again. And one more little detail. This is the part that you really have to understand. If somebody's much bigger than you, and I call that the beer belly guys. Guys have a beer belly. It's really hard to attach your knee anywhere that you can move the guy around, okay? And you're gonna see not only the guy wide-based, but also slightly leaning forward, okay, over here. So I had the position here. I'm trying to go, yeah, stiff your arms again. Yeah, you see that? So I cannot crunch. I cannot move my hip. So you move your hip up, okay? So I kind of go up, stretch my legs. Now my knee goes right to the rib here near the armpit. What happens there? Once I start to crunch, I pull the entire body with me. And here right now, I can finish the position regardless of his stance, okay? This is the knee on the rib version. Okay, one more time here. So how do you know which one to go? Okay, let's go back here. When the guy has a narrow base, let's say you're normal, the guy starts, he's not paying attention, he doesn't know exactly what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to his left. I have my left hand on the lapel, my right hand on the sleeve. I double stomp the mat, my shoulders are level. Usually in this position, the crunch is enough. I crunch, I kick and punch. Now let's go to the other side, and you're gonna still skip the same stance, but open your base. So in this case right now, I don't have the crunch and punch. I do the same drill, 1 and 2, but here I have to cover some ground. Look, I move my hip, so this knee now, when I crunch, gets strong again, okay? So that's your answer when the guy is upright, but the knee base is wide, okay? So here, right there. So I stomp and turn, I stomp and turn, shoulders are level, move your hip forward and kick your legs. Now you arch, and you can even get your body off the ground if you want. Now you crunch, and the arm is punching, and the kick is going, and the sweep is taking effect. Lastly, when the guy has a wide base, but he's leaning forward, okay? So a lot of times what will happen, the guys, they'll stiff the arm against you here. So you do the same process in the beginning. Stomp twice, get your shoulders even, but here instead of trying to crunch or move forward, you move back and stretch your legs. Now you're gonna arch a little bit and let your knee touch the person's ribs. And then from here, as you lift him, he's gonna go. This, I call that the beer belly guy sweep. Guys that are really thick, you may have to hit the rib in order to get an effective sweep, okay? Let me do one more time this side so you can go the last reaction. So base wide, so I stomp and turn, stomp and turn. Here now, I'm not crunching, I'm not moving my hip forward, I'm moving my hip back, but I'm keeping one leg high, the other one kind of like on the knee right there. And then here now, as I kind of do the position, I don't crunch necessarily, I will arch and I will lift that knee up. Do you see that? So the crunch is not in effect when you do the last version of the knee on the rib. One more time for the other side, just to kind of finalize here. So here, the third situation. Stomp and turn, move your hip back, look, right here. See that? And now here, look. 1 and 2, and bring your body forward so you can get to the position again. And from here, you complete the choke. Do you like these videos? Do you see something that you want to share with your friends? Are you going to come back for more? Guess what? Like and subscribe. And I promise you, we're going to take care of you, send some cool stuff. Don't forget, like, share, and make sure you do your homework. Take care.